Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Paint and Spill. I'm your host. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. Happy New Year to one and to all. Thank you for including me in your Sunday afternoon. Today my guest is my vision board. Yes, it's the new year and I want to talk to you about goal setting. Yes, today I want to talk to you about goal setting. What is a goal? I don't know. What's a goal? What's a goal? Something you hope to achieve, right? I can't see you without my glasses. I can't see without my glasses any at all. So a goal is something you want to achieve in life, right? But how do I know what do I want to achieve in life? How do I know what I want to achieve in life? First, you have to you have to think about the talents and the gifts that you have. What are you gifted in? What are you talented in? Then after that, if you don't have any talent, if you don't have any gift, you have to ask yourself, what are you passionate about? If you can't find a passion, some people run out of passions or they don't have no idea what they're passionate about. There's an important question that I ask children all the time. If you could solve any problem in the world, what would it be? What problem would you want to solve? So if you find out what problem you want to solve in the world, then you're on your way. Some people want to cure cancer, some people want to build bridges, some people want to I'm gonna take these out. Some people want to build bridges, some people want to just live a peaceful life. For me, I want to positively impact as many persons as possible. And there's no limitation to that because you don't know where impact can go. And impact can stretch right across the age group. And I want to be somebody that if I'm playing with the children, I'm playing with the children. If I'm playing with the children, I'm playing with the children. If I'm hanging with the teens, I'm hanging with the teens. If I'm having a conversation about global warming or domestic violence or environmental degradation with an adult, I can participate. If I'm thinking about yesteryears and the past that was, I can have a conversation with elderly. I want to be someone who can thrive in any environment. I want to be a friend to the less fortunate. I want to be I want to bring comfort to those who are hurting, even if it's just my words, because words can harm and words can heal. So no, this is my vision board. And she's my guest because it's the new year and you're gonna see the memes, new year, new me, blah blah blah. Leave the people them and them meme. Make them make all the memes they want. Okay. So people usually make their goals at the beginning of the year and then by the next day they forget them. I'm people. I'm people. These goals on my vision board. These items on my vision boards were goals from 2017 that was written in this planner, and I wasn't getting anywhere with them just being written down in the planner, so I decided to make them visible. So I put them on my vision board. So when you're gonna make a vision board, for me it says vision 2020. No, I only one thing off this board I got. So this is the same board that I'm taking into 2021. So this is the same board that I'm taking to 2021. So for you to make a vision board for your life, you must know the goals that you want. Do you want to be an A student? Do you want to be a YouTuber with 1,000 subscribers? Do you want to own a yellow Swift like Miss Soltau? Do you want to get married? So what you do now, you get a board like this. It don't have to be as fancy as mine, or you can just buy a regular cartridge paper or cardboard and put the cartridge paper over it and decorate it. Be creative. So on your vision board, you're gonna put a photograph of you, a photograph of you. This this goal is at the bottom of me. It's on. I'm standing on it. It's symbolic. I don't know what you're seeing right now. It says faith, and it means a lot to me because I want to renew my faith and or reestablish. I want to stand on my faith. I want to stand on my faith. I want to stand on my faith. Also, I'm deadly upset with Ron Clark Academy. You know that he's my if you're watching, you definitely know that he's my biggest inspiration as an educator. Also, if you're also watching this, you're from my WhatsApp, and you know I'm deathly obsessed with paying off my student loan debt. This is why I'm doing this. This is why I'm doing this channel, because I'm trying to get creative in ways that I can live a debt-free life. Also, if you're watching this, you're from my WhatsApp, and you know that I'm obsessed with getting a yellow Suzuki Swift. So when you're making your vision board, you sit down. You can either print, if you have a printer, print the pictures of things that you want, that you hope to achieve. And I hope I get to paint today. I don't know what maybe I just don't paint. I just skill. I don't know. I'm not gonna paint today. I'm gonna talk about goals. So I had these goals, and this was the first planner that the goals are in. They are still in there. So these goals were written down from 2017. It's dated there. The 18th of the 12th, 2017. So that's exactly 3 years ago, right? And they are in the categories of financial goal, health goal, career goal, relationship goal, community goal, and spiritual goal. So I have a goal for my relationship, I have a goal for spiritual growth, I have a goal for financial growth. That's the that's the one that is most burdensome for me. Like, that's the one that I want. You hear me talk about Taylor Swift, but God knows that's the one that I want the most, living a debt-free life, right? So I took these goals, broke them down. Oh, first of all, when you're making a goal, the goal must be specific. It must be specific. You know, I want rich. You want rich? What that mean? That can mean anything. I'm rich. I'm rich in energy and happiness. I'm rich in family and support. I'm rich. That's rich. Your goals must be specific. They must be measurable. They must be attainable. There must be a time bomb. So your goals must be, I'm so sorry, I can't see. Your goals must be specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and there should be a time bomb. So your goals should be smart. Your goals should be smart. So clearly define your goal. I want to clear my student loan debts. That's clear. How much is the student loan debt? I want to clear all of my student loan debt. By when? By December 2021. So specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and there's a time. Also, I want to reach 1,000 subscribers by January 1st. Today is January 1st. Are you subscribed? Please subscribe, like, comment, and share. Okay, so you must write down the goals. Write down the goals. Write them down. Get a book. write them down. So this book contains goals for personal development, whatever the case may be, and this book also contains budgeting, but that's for another series that I'm gonna do. Yes, I'm gonna do other series, so please subscribe. This book contains goals for YouTube. So initially my goal for YouTube was to have 500 subscribers by December 2021. Like, I don't know what I was thinking about. No, I would have 500 by May. No, let me look for it and read. So I would have 160 subscribers by December 31. And I would do 4 videos a month. Let's laugh. I would have 250 subscribers by May, and I would have 500 by December. I would have 500 in the long run. No, all of you came in here and pushed that expectation out the window in the very first week. So I had to revisit my goal, and I had to make a new goal to get to 1,000 by January 1st. By December 31, that is, and today is January 1st, so I hope you have subscribed. So let me go to this book first. Along with those goals that are general, that are personal, these are personal goals. I don't think I'm going to read them out because they are personal goals. You know, all of them, because we start I can keep on more. So, but another thing that I started, I was writing down 300 things that I would like to have. 300 things that I would like to have. No, I did not reach 300. I stopped at 100. That's fair, because you have to leave some things to other people, right? So I'm gonna read 5 from each page. They're simple, and they're not things. I'm going to read 5 from each page. I want to launch a foundation for polycystic ovarian syndrome. I hope I get to talk about that in season 2 or in another series. I would like to take my mother shopping. She has been always talking about shopping. I would like to be a business owner. I could count YouTube as a business. Oh my god, okay, get married is also on this. I don't know when that's gonna happen. On this one, I have become a vegetarian. I'm just reading 5 from each page. Becoming a vegetarian, never worry about clothes or shoes. Those are 2 separate things. And I'm coming to this realization that people in a business, why should I spend 20 grand, 30 grand for somebody just to walk past and say, look nice? No, so I think I'm going to revisit those 2 goals, and I'm going to wear, you know the cartel song? No bow down, finna wally be where we have the lead bang grab out the tear we have. No, for real. Then I said give money to PCOS research in Jamaica. I don't know how that's gonna go as yet. You know, can you just start, you're young, you have to think about that. Get paid to wear people's brand. Become a manager. Own a sports complex. I never see that. I remember writing that, but that's so cool. Own a sports complex. 1 more page. Oh wow. Governor General's Award, Prime Minister's Award, Order of Distinction, to be the best auntie. Like legit, it's right down in the book. So everybody out there will have competition for Saint, Jaden, Tyler, everybody will have competition for them. Please back off, because you know my plan to be the best auntie ever. Alright. Now say nothing. Visit Japan, visit China, revive my blog. Whoa, I should revive my blog. I should revive my blog. Alright, last page. Tour Tyler Perry Studios. Tour a wax museum. I'd love to see a wax museum. Travel to Dubai. Children's home. Soltau's Academy. And that's just 5, 10, 15 out of 100 things that I would like. So no, sometimes I struggle. I should paint right now. I don't know how long this is gonna be because I might get honest. I might get more honest than you are used to. Sometimes some of these things on this some of my goals are, I haven't achieved them as yet because I struggle with a lot of things. I struggle with procrastination. I struggle with self-doubt, even though I've written articles. Oh, I have a blog. Did I tell you that I have a blog? Oh, this is how many episodes in and I didn't mention that I have a blog. Yes, I have a blog. I've struggled with procrastination, self-doubt, self-pity. The biggest one that I struggle with is depression. When I fall into depression, I have to allow it to run its course. Like I allow myself to feel that, because I believe in all emotions. If I'm happy, if I'm joyous, I'm going to feel all this joy, all this happiness. And it's the same thing for when I'm sad or really going under it. I'm gonna feel it. But the thing about it, the longer or the harder the depression is, I come out of it more creative. Yeah, because my last the last episode that I felt depression was early on this year, and I came out of it with several ideas. So, and if I did something that warrants disappointment, like others being disappointed in me, that can drive me in a depression, and then something happened early, and I was, it took me a while to come out of that dark place. What helped me was I started walking. That's what helped me. I need to start walking again. I should start a series called Workout with Elvy, and and to start walking again. I'll let you know about that one, right? So I feel like painting right now. I don't know how much of my feelings gonna make sense right now. So when I was I noticed that I was struggling with myself in high school, at the end of high school. At the end, when did I notice that I was extremely sad? Sixth form. At the end of high school, beginning of sixth form, I was, plus me used to, I think it's before, I cry a lot. Cry a lot. But I noticed when I was in sixth form, I had this work to take in IA. They used to call it IA. What did they call it? They just call everything SBA. So I had my IA to go in, and I just couldn't do it none at all. No, if it start. Plus, and the fun thing about it, I was helping other people doing their work, their IA, and I just couldn't do it. And the teacher called my mother. The teacher is now I work closely with that teacher right now. Teacher called my mother and said she need the work, and she need the work for me, and I have to do it. And I did the work, and that's the first time I noticed that something was wrong. I didn't know the name of what was wrong. I didn't know that it was called depression. I didn't know it was called depression, and then I felt it through university as well, right through university. Every January to May, I could feel it, and then so January, February, March are the hardest times for me. Hardest times for me. But this session is about setting goals. So you're gonna get a cardboard, you're gonna get old newspaper clippings, you're gonna look for all the things that you hope to achieve, and you're gonna put them on the board. You're gonna put this board where you can see it, and the board is to stay there to remind you of all your goals and dreams, right? All your goals and dreams. I'm sorry that this episode is not cheerful and bubbly like the other ones that you are used to, but you know, that's how that's how it goes sometimes, right? It can't be fun all the time. So let me tell you another. I've been using goal setting for a long time, but never realized until when I was in high school. I went to Denby High, Upper Pride. So when I was in high school, I was in 7-2, and you know, you're bright, you feel like you reach. Then I left 7-2 and went to 8-2. So now consistently I feel like I reach. So I reach at 8-2 now, I feel like I reach. And me get idle, but it was then when me left me yard early and I reach a school late. Me left me house early and I reach a school late. Then one day, car run over my foot. So car run over my foot. Now me have to go out, doctor go dress the foot a morning time. And me can't go school early. Plus me miss exam, end up come last in my class. Last 50 out of 50. When we see the report, when we see the grade, the position, because the teacher showed us before the reports came out. When we see the position, me say, Miss, is that a grade? Me say, Miss, is that a grade? She said, no, it's not a grade, it's the position. 50 out of 50, me come last. Some say, wait, no, me dead now, may I get beaten? Me say, no, may I get beaten now, what is? And me ball. And the teacher said she want to see my parents. The teacher said she want to see my parents. And one day I told my mother, I tell her everything I do. Tell her I said I used to ride the bus. I tell her I used to ride the bus. I tell her I said I come last. I tell her everything before the teacher tell her. When my father see the report now, I swear me did I get beat me now. Like me swear me did I get beat. Me swear me body bust now. Me a ball. And my father say, he now beat me father. When I realized my father now beat me now, he take the report and we read the report. From Denby High School straight down to principal comment. Elvy behavior needs to be refined. Elvy needs to settle down. Elvy, some manner of people. But Elvy, I need to find that report and react to it. So when I realized my father no beat me now, I'm shocked. Because if you know my daddy, my father beat me for the long division. My father beat me for the long division. And it's no. So I swear me did I get beaten now, you know? Swear. Somebody get no beaten. In fact, somebody get no beaten, me shock. And I decided that it can't happen again. And the next Next report, next grade 8 report, come 29. You know how much work you have to put in to jump from 50 to 29? Alright, with that said, no, I end up at 9.3 because 50 the time before 29 couldn't warrant one position back in a grade 8, in a 8, in a 2. So I end up at 9.3. I'm in a 9.3 now, I go on to my team. I come 13. And somebody say, so Elvy, oh yeah, help, where you come 13, she come 5th. Me say, alright, yeah boss, a year position I want, and I study, and I come 5th, in a grade 9, come 5th, so I went from 50, 29, 5th. That still could save me, end up back in a 10.3. When I'm in a 10.3 now, the form teacher. Big up Mr. Johnson. I think you're subscribed. Big up yourself. Mr. Johnson said to me that Elvy, if I had a business, I'd hire you. If I had a business, I'd hire you. At first, I never know what that means. But seeing how I've worked overseas and how I work now, I don't have like a professional, I have more professional growth to do, but to see that I'm, you know, with the way that I am, I know what he's talking about now, and yeah, I appreciate that. When me did grade 10, I went to the office for a copy of the report that I came last in, and I asked the teacher for a copy. I just said, well, I need a copy. I would say to show where I'm not going back to. And I'll go back to that. Not at all. So we come last. And I paste up a report on the wall. In my room, what I did have, I study. I don't know what started my depression. I don't know, but I do know how to I do know when I'm in it, and now that I know that exercise helps me. As soon as I find no, I'm not gonna find myself in it. I'm gonna prevent it. I'm gonna try preventing this time. I'm gonna start. Hopefully this morning I would have started. So I'm gonna start. I'm gonna go back for walks in the morning at 4 and see how that goes. I'll let you know. I'll definitely let you know. Where is this episode going? I don't know. We're talking about goal setting. I'm Elvy Soltau. I can't see. I shared some of my goals with you. These are just the ones on the vision board, but there are 100 more. There are 100 more in this book. Let me see what this says now. You know, you definitely need a plan. Oh, there's an article that I have on my blog. My blog is called Undecided Thoughts because I was an undecided youth. So Undecided Thoughts. I might put the link for my blog in the description. This is not a fun, friendly episode. This is just heart to heart. So if you're still watching, I appreciate you. I'm trying to find my blog. I thought I wrote something. Oh, yes, I did. I'm gonna share it with you. I wrote something a few years ago for that same teacher that I had the SBA for the IA4 outstanding. she invited me back to talk to her students. So I wrote it at the time and I shared it on my blog, and I'm gonna read it. I hope I can find it. I'm still looking at. I think I just soaring to greater heights. 7 things to propel my flight. No, soaring to greater heights. 7 things to propel your flight. The sky is the limit for only those who aren't afraid to fly. Barbara Bello. We're all on a journey to success. In this case, we're not walking, we're flying. Because walking is just too mainstream. On the idea of flying, one must take into consideration one special bird, the eagle. There are several lessons we can learn from the eagle today, but I would like to draw your attention to its behavior during a storm. Eagles love the storm. Eagles use the raging storm to lift him high above the clouds. This gives the eagle an opportunity to glide and rest its wings. In the meantime, all the other birds hid the leaves and branches of the trees. It is inevitable that we face storms in our lives, especially the moment we enroll in university. Storms of financial difficulties, spiritual setback, low self-esteem, lack of resources. But we can use the storms of life to rise to greater heights. Achievers relish challenges and use them profitably. There are several things that are prerequisite to taking off on the flight to success. I'm gonna write, I need to write again. These things are vital. These things are of vital importance as they fuel the flight. They are as follows. The first one is need. You must first identify a need and try to fill it. What do you need? I need to live a debt-free life. I need to be able to give my parents, my mother, my father, my nephew, my brother, some aid without wondering how I'm going to replace that money, right? Sorry, I'm an addict. Why? I'm joking. It's me. Let me just see the empty cup. So you must first identify a need and aim to fill it. Ask yourself some questions like, why do I need to succeed? Am I living the quality of life? Am I happy with the quality of life that I'm experiencing now? What positive contribute can I make to society? When you have discovered the need, you would like to fulfill, hold it close to you and don't ever forget it. Write in the need. Second, you need vision. Bearing the need in mind, create images in your mind of what to take to the grand finale. So if you want to pay off your student loan debt, you're gonna visualize the closing letter. I can see the closing letter now. I'm at the end. I'm almost at the end. Passion, determination, attitude, honesty, faith. Also those 7 things you need to propel your flight. So I'm sure this is not gonna be your favorite episode, but it's something that I had to make. I had to tell you that You have to have goals. You're gonna set goals. You're gonna have personal challenges along the way, like depression, lack of resources. But the need and the passion should be greater than those personal limitations, right? You must fight for yourself, because if you don't fight for you, who will? And I said that in Paint and Spill already. So if you're a fan of Paint and Spill, you know that I've said that already. If you don't fight for you, who will? So for me, my biggest goal is to clear my student loan debt. I want to live a debt-free life. That's my goal. Thank you for watching Paint and Spill. I'm Elvy. See you next week. We're almost at the end of this season 1, and I want to thank you for your love and your support. And I hope by this evening we'll be at 1,000 subscribers. Thank you. Have a good evening.